You guys been traveling on cars and bikes for so many years, and I guess most of you might have given this a thought once in your life that what actually happens when we shift a gear, or why do we feel more power or more torque in the first gear, or what is false neutral, and any other question regarding gear shifting of your vehicle. I'm pretty sure this video will help you clear all of your doubts or most of your doubts, and if you have any doubt at the end of this video, let me know in the comment section and I'll clear that doubt for you. Actually, I was going to make a video on seamless gearbox as demanded by our viewer Abhishek BS, but I thought first I should make a video on how gearbox actually works. So Abhishek, you will have to wait a little bit more for your video, and I'm sorry for that. But I'm sure you guys will enjoy this video and learn something new and interesting. So let's get started. Ciao guys, welcome back to Me and Motorsports. My name is Nitish Dudorkar, and in this video playlist of all about MotoGP, we will discuss how does gear shifting works in a motorbike. Although the concept is pretty much similar in car and bike, but the mechanism is a bit different. Well, there are basically two types of shifting mechanism. One is both sides. For your better understanding, this is how it looks like. In this, as far as I remember, if you shift behind, you go like 1, 2, 3, 4, and if you want to reverse it, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is how this one works, and the other one is 1 down 4 up, for that which we will refer my bike. This is how the 1 down 4 up mechanism looks like. So in this, for the first gear you have to shift down, and rest is 2, 3, 4. On every shift you need to engage and disengage the clutch for smooth shifting, and when you engage the clutch you might feel there is a loss of power. That's because there is no pressure on the clutch plates right over here, and hence there is no connection between the clutch basket and the inner hub, that is the gearbox. You'll understand this a bit better further in this video. And once the clutch is released, the plates are then pressured and there is connection between the gearbox and the clutch basket. This will sound a bit complicated if you are not a mechanical engineer, because it really is complicated, for me at least. So I'll try to make a detailed video on this too. How and when, that I'll tell you after explaining about gears. Now when we shift a gear with the help of gear lever, the gear lever is connected to a shifter shaft, and the shifter shaft is connected to a ratchet mechanism. And this ratchet mechanism is connected to a shifting drum which has shifting forks, and the gear dogs and all the gears are fitted into these two forks. Let's not get into that right now, it will be a bouncer. Now the gears are connected to this input and output shaft as shown in this diagram. There are two types of gears here. The one in the red color are the splined gears, and the one in the blue color are called freewheeling gears. The splined gears are meshed with the input and the output shaft and can move sideways along the shaft. The freewheeling gears can spin freely above their axis but can't move sideways. The remaining one right here is the static gear. If we shift on the first gear, then the splined gear having dock teeth will slide into the freewheeling gear which have recesses, and hence the power is transferred from the input shaft to the output shaft, and the output shaft is connected to the sprocket, and through the sprocket with the help of chain or belt the power is transferred to the rear wheel sprocket and the rear wheel is rotated. The process is same till the fifth gear. Now when we shift to second gear, this splined gear will come back to neutral again, and this splined gear will lock itself with this freewheeling gear, and this is how the power is transferred. For the third gear, it will go like this. This spline gear will get engaged with this, and then power will transfer from here. For fourth, it will go like this, and for fifth, it will go like this. Now you guys must have experienced that when we shift on first gear, we get really high pickup power, but the speed is less. That's because the purpose of the first gear is to get the bike running from the stationary position, and it requires more power because the bike needs to get moving from 0 km/h, and for that we need high torque, and that's why the gear used for this process is the largest compared to other 4 gears, and the gear size keeps on decreasing as we move on to higher gears. Like second gear is a bit smaller than first gear, which gives us comparatively less torque but higher speed, and this keeps on changing the same way till the fifth gear, where the torque is the lowest but the speed is the highest. I wish I had access to real gearbox or clutch basket or any other stuff, because it will be really easy to explain with that, and it will be way easier for you to understand. I'll work on that and find a garage or shop that will provide me access to their stuff, and then I'll come up with a more informative video just for you guys. So moving on to the next part, which is neutral and false neutral. When we want to keep the engine running but we don't want the vehicle to move, we shift to neutral. Have you guys ever wondered what actually happens inside which keeps the engine running but the vehicle is in a stationary position? At the neutral gear, the power transmission between the input shaft and the output shaft is cut off. As shown in this figure, as you can see, the spline gear of input shaft are connected to the freewheeling gears of the output shaft. Hence, there is no power transmission as the power is transferred to the spline gears which are actually connected to the output shaft. This state is the neutral position. So as there is no connection between the shafts in neutral gear, the vehicle stays in the stationary position. And regarding false neutral, we use star shift dent mechanism for shifting gear, which looks like this. Now in this, we have ridges and valleys. A spring-biased roller rolls on these ridges and valleys. Every valley is a gear, and on every shift, the roller moves from one valley to another valley. While doing this, it passes through every ridge. Every ridge is nothing but neutral, but it can't stay on that ridge on the neutral position, as you can see, so it immediately moves onto the valley. Now the ridge between first and second gear is rounded off, as you can see over here, and that's why the neutral is between first and second gear. And as you shift from first to second gear, the roller sometimes gets stuck in the neutral, and this situation is called false neutral. So I hope you guys understood what is the purpose of the gearbox, and I reckon you roughly understood how it works. I'll try to make a proper detailed video as soon as I get a chance, and if there's anything else you want to know about, please do mention about that in the comment section. I'll try to make a video on that and answer all of your doubts. So alright, this is all from my side. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, learned something new, and if you did, please do like, comment, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram to stay updated with more such interesting content. Till then, ride fast but ride responsibly.